Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Johnson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Down. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Watch the run. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, exit.
55's mine, guys. 55.
Let's set it.
Right
Let's set it.
Now the first carry to Bryce Love. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Any weapon.
All day, baby. All day.
Hey.
I got him. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine.
Smoke.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Blue draw corkers.
Switch. Watch that.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, ready?
Check right. Watch 55.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Wide. Get wide. Showing 8.
Gone. Ready.
On 2nd down, Love.
Run. Yeah, running on me.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same
Come on,
feeling I
set.
did during our
18
meetings
gator.
that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. He's taking care of that early.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go.
So 2nd
60
and 8
outlaw.
here after the pass play for 2
Check,
yards on
3.
first down.
218 chopper. Hit it.
On the carry, it's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Baby. Yeah.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Topper. Speed grip.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready. 8 read.
The mic. It's gonna be a
6-6 bullet high.
From deep in their own own territory. They look to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. Touchdown, Vikings! Jay Sternberger, 96 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist bump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season
Hey,
here,
box
and
drop,
they haven't
box drop.
had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for
Hey,
you.
team 6. Team 6.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Now.
Back to throw
ain't
now.
going
Second
nowhere.
and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Come on, a lot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a
10
dime
Lobo.
set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, wahoo.
55.
Let's go.
Now back to throw.
Danny.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Baby, let's go.
A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Hey, eat. Too little.
Leo, 2.
On first down, here's Love.
Alert 3.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a
70,
crease that they can
Indy.
run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
On second down, it's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him
Ready,
up.
set.
And avoids the turnover. From Viking
out.
territory
Team
now,
Spill.
they'll come up first and 10 at the 47. They'll run with
You
Love.
ain't going nowhere.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Bound to lose one.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective.
10-2
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks
61,
moving.
matchbox lights.
From the 32 now, here's
Go.
1st and 10.
Go.
Trying the toss play to Love.
Touchdown, baby.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Set, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All day.
Lead dribble.
Back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Vikings take over.
We play to win. Let's
at their
go.
own 20-yard line.
Down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
That's trash.
General West. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tracy. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Tracy. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Here we go.
This quarterback
60
now
outlaw.
already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Deuce.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Tracy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their 1st drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield.
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Try pressure advantage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
The Eagles take
All
over
day, baby,
1st
all
and
day.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
55's mine, guys. 55.
Fives.
Pull it together.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Let's go!
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
60 yards.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Love. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
30 base.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's caught, Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Tracy making the catch is Sternberger. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
It isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver. So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Yeah.
Down he goes.
Hey, watch that, watch that.
Back to throw.
54.
Tracy.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On the
An
set.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with
Watch
something
tight end.
here on third
Go,
down.
go.
Check. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Ready.
From the gun, Tracy. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Down.
The Eagles
18
offense set
Gator.
to begin their next
6-6,
drive.
bullet
It's been
high.
very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point
Let's
seeding.
go.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Come on,
An
set.
incomplete
50,
pass
plant.
leads to second and
Recon,
10 from the
132 fighter.
25.
Come on, boy.
Hit it.
Second and 10.
Don't be scared of it.
And he's got this
You
one
ain't going
complete to
nowhere.
Stewart. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Okay, ready?
Watch 57. Hey, let's get this.
Lead grip.
Back to throw now on first down. He completes it to Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Lonnie, 15 line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 47. This is Love.
You ain't going
And they'll
nowhere.
wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the
Here
ball.
we go.
But when that guy also
18 Gator,
breaks tackles and
61,
creates
max
extra
box,
yardage,
light.
they
Cut,
almost feel
five.
like he's one of them, and it really is.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another touchdown with that run.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. It's Stewart. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Hey. High 7. Let's go.
Second and 2. Over the middle. Hauled in by Campbell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
90 Wolf.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Lightning.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
Oh, boy, I know
8-yard
you felt
gain,
that
2nd
one.
and 2.
I know you felt that one.
Here we go.
We'll remind you that coming up at
8
halftime,
read.
we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down
You
now,
got tight.
it's
You
Henry.
got tight. You got tight right there. Go, go, go. Run, run, run.
Touchdown, Vikings! Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this
60
Philly
yards.
offense set to go. And this not an easy situation.
Ready?
You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
This throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being
base.
taken down.
Check.
A first down there on a pickup at
Two draw
25.
corkers.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup,
70,
relax
Indy.
just a little
Two
bit.
jet
They
bombers,
huddle up,
two
talk
jet
it
bomber.
over.
Hey,
Then they get a
echo.
chance to continue their drive.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Speak river.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Set, ready.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Looking to throw. Throwing deep for Stewart. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Toronto.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now.
Looking to throw. Tracy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Come on,
Sacks,
set.
a growing
18
theme in this
Gator.
first half.
X3.
This is 2nd and
218
long.
chopper. Let's go.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the
50,
Vikings
plant.
now to start their next drive.
don't want
They
nothing
built a
heavy
good
to
first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready.
McKinley in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the ball, running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old
Protein,
days.
Bill, bravo. Go.
Second and 9 now.
Ready?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Here we go.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Lead grip.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there. It totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. The running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run with a former star heel, T.J. Logan. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Logan, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 5. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Campbell. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
Here we go. 50 plant. Greystone travel.
First down.
Guys, it's game situation.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Love. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
The toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner.
Go.
The real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Let's go, fellas.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Another Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Big River.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch,
Here we go.
but you and I
Set.
both know
90 Wolf.
that they have
X3.
planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cleveland Farrell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, break.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, check my
5.
57.
They'll set up to throw.
Rabbit.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Throwing deep for Stewart. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the incomplete pass, here is 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Good work.
$13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Let's go
So
now.
that last play
10
gives him a
low.
little more space now. Here's
6,
first and 10 at the
bullet high.
16-yard line.
Get it.
Now a give, right side. It's Logan. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving
Ready?
laterally,
30 base.
creases tend to develop as the game
Recon,
moves on,
132
and they can
fighter.
run it back inside later.
They run again with Logan.
Go, run.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Cut.
Ready.
Rush in.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I know you feel that.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think
Come
about
on,
big
set.
breakers, don't we?
10-2
In this
stop.
case, it was a modest
61,
gain,
match
but
box,
it does open
light.
up possibilities here on
go.
second down.
Now a give, right side. It's Logan. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's it, baby.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it's sailed out at the 10-yard line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go. 60
Already at the
Pittsburgh.
line, this Philly
Let's
offense
go,
set to
defense.
go. These guys
Let's
had to
go,
punt their last
defense.
possession,
Big
and
Ripper,
it's
Big
become
Ripper.
too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just
I
wind
got
up
you,
going
boy.
nowhere.
I got
You
you,
know
boy.
how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Check 50. Check 50.
Second and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Banks. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 40-yard
Come on, baby.
line.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
It's a
Let's go.
big play there for the Eagles.
Ready.
46
50
yards.
plant.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Now a give running right is Love. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and
Pilot,
9.
64. Weak. Now.
Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jonathan Allen getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
On the ready.
The Eagles on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be third and forever.
Seam 6.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Night, sweetheart.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Ready, break.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They
80
got the lead. Last time had to punt it. That's the key to this drive.
I think it's leverage.
Ah,
The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, Guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31
Blue
now
draw
on 1st
Parker.
and 10.
Get it.
They run with Logan. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Go.
That really
Two-jet
sets him
bomber,
back.
two-jet
A
bomber.
loss of 6.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Look at me. Zipper. Ready, go. Head up.
To throw on 2nd down. Tracy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4.
Ready.
He has gone to 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice,
60 outlaw.
and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
90 Wolf.
Here we go.
Hey, wahoo. Hit it.
On 1st down, Tracy. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about
Watch tight end.
sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about
Hey,
fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Watch the twins.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
10, under 10, 10.
Hey, Sam.
They'll try to run forward with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Derrick Henry
That's it, baby.
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the
The
set.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now.
2nd and 11. Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Wood. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
218, chopper. 2.
Here's Love again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, baby.
But we just saw a great example
Come
of
on,
what we talked
set.
about with his
30
coach
base.
prior to the game.
Chopper,
He's definitely one of the better
chopper.
linebackers at reading a play
Get it.
and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Run!
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
That's where you belong.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Let's go.
So it's Eagle
70,
football here as
Indy.
we get you reset.
Hey,
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Watch 57. Watch twist, watch twist.
On third down, here's Love.
Let's go.
And
Come on,
brought down, but not
run to the
before
ball.
they're
We got
inside the
it.
25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been
Go,
fourth down
go.
territory if they didn't pick it
6-6.
up,
Pull
but
it high.
Yeah, it's a
Turn
moot
to
point now.
some.
I was curious, so if they didn't get it there when
Ready,
they
ready.
called for it, I guess we'll never know.
yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Ready,
Maybe
ready.
just a slight
60
detour on what's
Pittsburgh.
been a strong drive.
I'm
Here's
coming after
second
you.
and 11.
I'm coming after you. 55's mine, guys. 55.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, D.
Let's go.
We gotta step it up.
They'll look to throw.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Set. 18 Gator. Hit it.
Going to give it to Love. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
50 plant.
They'll go again from the 3 here on
Deep river.
second and
Deep
goal.
river.
Second and 3. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in the game out there, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown
18
offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to
Recon,
get it in the end
132
zone.
fighter.
I don't know about that because of what you just described.
Hurry,
They've been
hurry.
so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as
Ready,
the game
five.
moves on.
They'll run forward Love. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated
Go
on
now.
3
90
games in a
wolf.
row.
61.
They were
Match box.
blowouts.
Lights.
And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.